Hello, welcome back to Peppermint. Today we're going to be making a serrano and bacon omelet with sauteed onions and sauteed serranos, which takes out the heat so they just have the flavor. It's going to be really good. Hope you enjoy the cooking. Subscribe and like if you do. I'm going to take 2 serranos, right there, those 2, and we'll chop them up for our omelet. Little slivers, I want them to saute nicely. Okay, now we're sauteing the onions here. Making sure they're all nice and sauteed. That will be going to the omelet. And the pieces of bacon will be going in. I'll get them right and crispy so they just crumble and slice them in the omelet. Now we're going to take the bacon off. It's looking nice and crispy. About where I want it at right there. Make sure it's even across all of them. I'm also going to reduce the heat on this pan so I have to put more bacon in the burn. So after I take those, I'm going to reduce the heat. So now I'm going to take my onions and peppers. I'm going to add a butter to the pan. I already sauteed onions in this, so it's already got some grease and onions in it. That's okay though, more flavoring. I'm going to add all the peppers and onions. Start to marry together. We'll hit it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Pepper on pepper, right? Alright, so now we have our peppers and onions just sauteing up real nice in there. A little bit of butter. We got our bacon here. New batch cooking. Old batch already done. It's beautiful. So now just make sure the bacon's staying turned. Each side gets equal amount of time. Don't forget about the bacon. That's how you burn the bacon. Now then, on top of this serrano and onion bacon omelet, I'll top it with very, I think, appropriate queso. Peppers and queso go together really well, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, for my omelets I use eggs and milk. That's it. I'm using 2% milk. I'm making a couple omelets, so I'm doing 4 eggs. Just like that. And now I'm going to do a little bit of milk. I did about 4 eggs, and I probably did a 1/4 cup of milk for all 4 eggs. And now I just mix. I just mix it up real good. I won't season my omelet till I'm done, and most of the seasoning will come from the ingredients inside the omelet. So I won't season my omelet. I'll let the ingredients season it. Alright, so my peppers and onions are right where I want them, nice and charred and cooked and sauteed. Gotta come over to the bacon and switch it up. Keep it rotating, keep it crispy. To get ready to make the omelet. Now that this is fully cooked, is where I want it. I'm going to go ahead and move this off to the side. I don't need it cooking. I'm going to move it back there, move the omelet pan up here. So now my bacon's getting done. I'm literally going to use the grease from the bacon pan to grease my pan for the omelet. And you just want to make sure when you're making your omelet, the heat is on real low. It's going to be a thin egg omelet, so you don't want to burn it or overcook it. So I'm going to pour this really hot grease in there very carefully. Just a little bit, I don't want to hold it. And there we go, that's about all I'm going to take. And that will grease the pan up enough to make the omelet. And then I'm going to let it cool off and get to just low heat like the pan is. Alright, so the key now is to make sure that your omelet makes some stuff extra. You don't want any separation of the egg yolk or the other egg or the milk. They're all incorporated and I got my Kool-Aid spoon, so we're good. And I just pour a thin layer. I don't want it to be thick. It just needs to cover the bottom of the pan, that's all. Just like that. That will thicken up and become a decent sized omelet when it's done. It's got to thicken up. Now we're going to let it cook at low heat, cover it, cook evenly through. And I have a pan to cover it. Not made for it, but it'll work. Just like that. Cover it, get the heat on top of the egg and help the top of the egg cook. And now that I got the omelet in there, I'm going to actually turn up the heat a little bit. From low to medium, low heat. What about that? Alright, so now I'm going to look at the omelet. Here we go, got some nice omelet action going on. Key to a well-formed omelet is not to move it too much. Now there's going to be stuff on top that hasn't cooked yet, so I'm just going to move that towards the warmer part. Everything else is cooking up real nice, and I bet if I were to shake it enough, this would come up as one big sheet. So we're gonna let that other part cook, the part you see moving right now. That part right in there. We're gonna let that cook and then we'll flip it. Alright, so now I've let that other side cook a little bit more. You see there's no real movement on top. I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna take a plastic rubber spatula and just kind of work it around and get it up. And that's how I keep it intact. It's not going to be perfect, you're still going to make breaks and stuff, but this is the best way I found to do it. So I'm going to do that, get the omelet ready, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so now that my omelet is complete, you see it right here, it's coming off. I don't even have to really move it that much. I might use that little spatula and get up the rest. But it's ready to come up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start toting my toppings. What I'll do is I'll do my toppings on this side. This side's going to be the hardest one to put my toppings over here. And realistically, no wrong way, but I'm going to use 2 hands, so I'll come back after I put my toppings on. Alright, so now I put my toppings on here. You see bacon, you see onion, you see sauteed serrano peppers, you see it all. There it is. That's my omelet right there. Now you can use a spatula. Last time I used my hand. I'm just going to flip this up. Do the same over here, flip that up. Not use any more than that. And then when I flip it on the plate, I'll just kind of toss it again. It may not come out completely perfect, but it'll come out with that egg around it. And here we have the finished product. A 1 omelet, serrano and onion, bacon omelet. We're gonna add a little bit of queso to it, and then we'll call it a complete serrano bacon omelet. Looks good. Alright, I just made my serrano sauteed onion omelet with queso. I'll give it a taste test here. Very good. The sauteed serranos give them a nice flavor without too much heat. A little bit of spice there though. I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit there. Nothing compared to any hot ones, but this is great. Bacon complements nicely. The queso cheese is a good complement to the hot peppers. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. Heat, 2 out of 10. Thank you. Subscribe and like.